The news is related to hijab. This news has come in the Hindu newspaper. It is highlighted in the front page only. So it is related to Supreme Court and hijab issue. Here the Supreme Court said, do not spread things to a larger level. Supreme Court observes on hijab row. So in that context, we have to see what is hijab row and what are the various rights issues involved in it. If we connect this issue with our syllabus, it can be connected with women related issues in GS paper 1 with respect to mains, and in GS paper 2 also it can be linked, and ethical issues also can be asked from this topic. So it can be connected with GS 4 paper also. Now the ramifications, if this issue is not handled properly by the state, it is going to have ramifications on the security or internal security of the state as well. So it can be linked with GS 3 paper internal security as well. Now let us see how it can be connected and what are the various dimensions involved in this particular issue. These are the various news items in the newspaper. Now, what is hijab? If we know what is hijab, then only we can understand what is exactly happening today. Hijab is an Islamic concept of modesty and privacy. It expressed through clothing that covers most of the body of women. It is a personal and cultural aspect. So it is related to dress sense of Islamic women. This hijab, now in the Indian constitution, there is a right to profess the religion. This concept belongs to a particular religion. Constitution has a right to profess whatever religion people are following. It is the constitution, article number 25. This is important issue. Right to freedom of religion is the heading, and under this topic or under this section, article 25 says, subject to public order, morality and health, to the other provisions of this part, all persons are equally entitled to freedom of conscience and right freely to profess, practice, propagate religion. They have the right freely to profess. So this is the one. They have the right to profess whatever the norms their particular religion is asking them to do. This is related to freedom of religion. And the same constitution and the same article also has some clauses. It is saying that nothing in this article shall affect the operation of any existing law or prevent the state from making any law. On one hand, constitution is saying people have the right to profess their practice. On the other hand, it is also saying that nothing can affect if state can make any law which is progressive in nature, which is for the welfare of the people. So there are some clauses under it. Suppose if the right of people is violated, they can directly approach the Supreme Court as well. This is also exclusively mentioned in the Constitution itself. That is in the form of Article 32. So Article 32 clause 1 says, the right to move the Supreme Court by appropriate proceedings for the enforcement of the rights conferred by this part is guaranteed. So these are the issues now. Supreme Court, people can move directly to the Supreme Court if their right is violated, and state can make any law if any practice, social practice is not progressive in nature and which is regressive in nature. And on the other hand, Constitution is guaranteeing the people to profess what their religion is asking them to do. So these are the various issues involved. Now let us decode one by one and how this conflict is arising now. Now the issue is, there is an intermediate college in Karnataka. In intermediate college, that is +1, +2 college in South India. In Karnataka, some Muslim girls, they wore hijab and they went to attend the classes in the college. But the management of the college said, because there is already one kind of dress code in the college, based on that circular, those whoever wear hijab are not allowed inside the classroom. This has triggered a row. So this is saying that college has a circular or particular dress code, and if you violate this dress code, you are not allowed to sit in the classroom. What happened? These students sit outside the college, outside the classroom. They were allowed inside the college, but they were not allowed inside the classroom. They sit outside, and their issue raised by some of the organizations, and this issue became very big news recently. Now we'll see one by one, and we have to see systematically this one. Let us take, these are the people. The people, they have human rights, basic human rights. People have rights, people have duties, and when people are living in a society, they have to be administered properly so that law and order, peace will be prevailed in the society. For that, state is an organ called state is created, and state regulates the activities of people, or state protects the people. And the state protect the people in the form of institutions. These institutions are broadly divided into three parts. One is legislature, another one is executive, and another one is judiciary. So state power is divided among legislature, executive, and judiciary. These organs look after the welfare of the people. Now, there should be a guiding principle. That principle should guide the state also. That is the constitution. So the constitution guides the state, and state get the powers from the constitution itself. The powers of the state are divided among three important organs in Indian context: legislature, executive, and judiciary. And these three organs are there for the welfare of the people. Now, this is one issue. The second part is people have their own religious beliefs and cultural beliefs. The religious beliefs and cultural beliefs also regulate the activities of people. So now you can see the people of Indian nation are run by various laws of the state. Here, legislature can pass the laws, executive can pass orders, and judiciary can pronounce judgments. All these are guiding the activities of people. So these are constitutional in nature. On top of it, people have some other issues which are prescribed by their own culture, because India is a multi-religious country, multi-ethnic country. This is the significant or salient feature of Indian society. These religious norms, different sections of people have their different religions, and their own religions have their own tenets to be prescribed for the way of life of people. Constitution of India understood the reality of Indian context, because India is a multi-religious, multi-ethnic country. People cannot be followed, people cannot be ruled by a single law created by legislature. That is why Constitution of India has given rights. These rights are fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are given to the public so that even state, legislature or executive or judiciary also cannot take away these rights. So if we see the arrangement of power, legislature can pass a law. If this particular law violates the fundamental right, people can go to judiciary. And if any judicial judgment violates the law of people, then people can go to legislature, and the legislature can make a law to nullify the judgment of judiciary. So ultimately, society should be progressive in nature. Whatever law, whatever judgment is passed by the organ of any state or any organ of the state, that should be progressive in nature, that should be welfare of the people. If any religious practice is going against the human right, or any religious practice is not progressive in nature, legislature or executive or judiciary can intervene and they can nullify this particular religious belief. So this is how Constitution has maintained. So on one hand, it gives fundamental right to people in the form of Article 25. The same article, it is saying state has the power, if any of these rights or if any beliefs are not progressive in nature, and if state overstep and if it tries to violate the fundamental rights of people, people can go to judiciary under Article 32. So this is how the constitutional arrangement. Now come back to our hijab issue. Now children or girls who were wearing hijab, they went to college, but they were denied in the college. They were denied the entry into the college. Now these girls have the fundamental right to wear or profess whatever their religion saying. On the other hand, college or this executive is saying there is a particular order. According to the order, if there is no particular dress code, they were not allowed inside the college. Now what are the issues involved here? One is Article 25 is violated. So violation of fundamental right of particular girls in this context. And now some people approached High Court, and High Court is orally giving the opinion that children should avoid such kind of things and they should go to the college and attend the classes. So it is trying to orally, so far not this a final judgment, it is just gave oral opinion that children should go to college because it will affect their studies. Meanwhile, some people took this as the judgment of High Court and they went to Supreme Court and asked to intervene in the matter. Now Supreme Court said it is not the right time. We are observing what is going on. Whenever time arises, they will intervene in the order. So this is the issue so far what happened today. In this context, we have to remember one issue which happened in 1980s. Let me take one more sheet. In 1980s, there was an issue related to similar kind of issue, that is Shabana case. What is Shabana case? Here it is related to Islamic once again. Here there is a concept called divorce, triple talaq. Instant divorce. In Islamic religion, there is a prescribed norm, that is triple talaq. That means instant divorce can be given to women. This is affecting women rights. Now the agreed woman, Shabana, her name was Shabana, she approached Supreme Court. Supreme Court declared in her favor. But due to political compulsions, some religious people have seen it as interfering in the religious matter and they approach the legislature. Legislature has passed a law, nullified this Supreme Court order. So the issue was instant divorce. She was given divorce by her husband. She went to Supreme Court saying that whatever the settlement given in the religion was not suitable for her. So Supreme Court said that she should be given alimony so that she can maintain her life dignity and in the society. But legislature has nullified this order by passing a law. So this has nullified this particular Supreme Court judgment. Even though Supreme Court judgment was progressive in nature, but this was nullified and the law was regressive in nature. And legislature said that it is interfering in the internal matters of religious beliefs, so it has nullified the issue. It has a lot of ramifications in 1980s, and it led to communal tensions as well. So now you see, if this particular issue is not handled properly, it may lead to communal tensions also. In 1990s, so many communal tensions arise and communal violence took place in 1990s. One of the reasons for communal tensions in 1990s, the seeds of those communal tensions were laid in 1980s, and this is one of the triggering points, Shabana case. So now compare this Shabana case with the present day hijab case. Now in this case also, on one hand religious angle, on the other hand if there is any progressive step, and how Indian political system or the communal elements in the society may take advantage and it can create communal tensions in the society. So this is a very sensitive issue, law and order issues involved, fundamental rights are involved, and progressive nature of the state also involved in this issue. So far these are the developments in hijab. Now in future we have to see what kind of developments are going to take place based on this hijab issue. So this is how, if we go back to the issue, here it is saying, do not spread things to a larger level. Supreme Court observes on hijab law, because it is in Supreme High Court, Karnataka High Court, the issue is in Karnataka High Court. Supreme Court said we will intervene whenever time arises. So under this context we have discussed about hijab law. Thank you.